Hello and welcome back. This is the beginning of a straight after my other recording session. So for me this is straight after, but obviously for yourselves this is another episode. Right, let's get stuck in. Let's first of all clean. And then we shall total mix ration. Oh, missed a bit. Unless that just dropped after I cleaned it. Let's just check. Yes, it did. Right. Let's feed and straw. Now then, you lot. Let's see how much we... Wow. So it's literally 1/2 of the... still that. And why did I switch the engine off? Why did I switch the engine off? So I'm not worried about the hay silage and the grass there. The only reason they're showing any is because we had more animals, and that bar's obviously now. Right, so then, okay. Let's turn the time up to 120. There's absolutely nothing for us to do. How are we doing here? Still unharvested state. We've done all that we can on the fields. It's still autumn though. Second to last day of autumn. This is the only bad thing I hate when there's not really much you can do. In winter what I would be doing now is chopping these all and producing wood chips and running them up to the wow. That is bad. It really is. Still, that's what these type of roads are like, so I don't suppose that's something terrible. Right, let's watch the world go by. Nah, I know actually. What we can do, say what we are going to do then is literally in winter we are going to, I'm obviously going to level this as well at some point, but these trees here, these are the ones I'm going to take out and take them up to grind them into sawdust with the tree maverick so that we go right back to this hedge here. That's the plan of action. All the way down to the bottom of the field, down to here, including these few trees here. Not sure about, yeah, if it'll let me do these ones, because these are the weird ones where trees are buried in the ground to make them look like bushes. They're not always so easy to get out. I don't want to be mucking around with anything close to that. I'm leaving the water alone. That is definitely as is. I don't intend on doing anything with that. And I'm glad it's autumn because it actually at least shows you more of the trees. So let's go and have a look at these trees while I've got a good looks at them to see if it's... We shall see when we start with the tree maverick whether it lets us actually get to the trees or not, because then these are buried trees so they don't always come out well. But I'm not really worried about these. There's only one I was worried about, which was this one here. So if it doesn't come out, it doesn't come out. It's not going to gain as much, only a tiny bit of corner. The ones I'm really worried about are these set here. because this bank on this side is our land. It's actually tied to 12 and 13, so I want to literally take these right the way back right the way to, if it will let me through, if I can find my way. Yeah, right the way back to this, to be truthful. Another sneaky little thing I saw, which again is the level of the land through here. If I can get, is if you look closely, that stops there. I mean, I can raise the level anyway, which I may well do, but I don't think I'm going to need to. That actually goes straight through there, and that goes buried in the ground. So if we can take that tree out, and this one, we can literally sneak straight into this field, make almost like a new entrance in at this end, which would be fantastic. You'll be able to come straight through into this bit here if it'll let us. You can see the level goes straight up and over, so that would be nice. It saves, it's like a back entrance into these fields. And then of course there's that back entrance I discovered that goes into field 11 that goes straight up to field 15. So yeah, let's just go and examine our handiwork while we've got a bit of time, because we are only killing time. I would eventually, I'd like to level this off a little bit so it's a little bit smoother, so we can actually do some grass cutting here, because there's some real, and is it that tree there? Let me have a look. There's one in the middle of the bank. I think it's that one way down there. It is. Yep, it's way into the field. I'm not going to touch those high ones. They're really, but it's this one here. This is the one that's bothersome, that comes right out into here. I could chop the limb now, that one that comes out, but I'm wanting to get that with a Maverick. So let's just see how well we did with that. Sculpting the land, softening this bit of grass here. Oh yeah, that was awful. That's much better. Brilliant. There wasn't an awful lot that needed doing, to be honest. Oh, I know, there was that last little bit as well in field 15. Let's go and have a quick wander. It's not like we not got the time. Yeah, let's have a look. Oh wow. Leans over nastily. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was the other nasty bit, which, yeah, maybe a tiny touch there, but to be honest, I think the mowers will cope with that. I don't want to make it just so there was some really nasty chunky bits at that top that were really horrible. You couldn't mow them very well at all right here, so that's all smooth now. That's, yeah, still a harvested state. I'm right, I don't think there's going to be any growth now. It literally was the last cut. I was right, and we're definitely not speeding, not like we were, not going the 2000, so perhaps it was nothing to do with that. Right. I'm very much debating on what to do with the fields, because if we're sort of pulling our grass, I don't know whether to actually convert these fields and actually get some equipment to basically plough and sow and all the rest with these fields and convert them from grass. Maybe keep 14 as grass, because for making our own total mixed ration, although to be honest it's just probably cheaper to buy it, if I'm honest. Right, let's knock that down. I think we can go to sleep now. Let's turn the light on. Right, let's have a look. I'll be glad when we can actually afford a house. 11 till 7:15 in the morning. Loan interest. Oh wow, it's only late autumn when we've got snow. Oh, brilliant. Oh well. Never rains but it pours. In for a penny, in for a pound, and all that. Right, first order of business. Let's get that area cleaned. Water. I'll pop up, it's clean now, but right, straw, TMR. As soon as that is emptied, we will actually do the grass and that top it up. I hate sort of seeing that. It's I know it's ridiculous, really, because it really doesn't matter. I think out. I should have a little bit left. Should have. If it goes to the same. Ah, yes. I need to swap sides, don't we? Okay. Should take nearly all of that. If it stays, well, we've not had any births, so it should stay the same. That's the one thing. It's usually predictable. Oof. I was saying, very predictable. I suppose it's the length of time in between. If I did it for 12 hours last time and this time I've done it for 18, of course that does make a difference. You'd have to do a 24-hour period from morning to morning. Like if we did the same tomorrow morning and didn't top up during the day, to be honest, that should truthfully actually work. Make sure that they full. Yeah, TMR is full. Okay, so again we shall wait in the wings for tomorrow. I dare say we're going to have some snow though, so let's leave ourselves so we can pull it forward and push it backwards. Oh, what messy cows, they've already made a mess. We leave it just there, so all we've got to do is reverse it. Right, okay then. Now we're looking for manure. 26,886. So already we have got. We're going to wait till I can do a 40,000, which I should imagine at the rate that's going will be tomorrow morning, and then we shall see how cost versus profit goes. Late autumn. This is the last day of autumn. At this rate, we're going to be right. I must get better at this. As I'm feeding, I must get into the habit of actually sticking the time up to 120 while we're testing this theory. Although so far it doesn't look very much at all like it's missing anything, so. Just grab the grass. Yeah, all shown harvested, so totally. Ah, at least it's turned to rain, that's not so bad. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we can actually focus upon rather than just watching the world go by. I don't think there's an awful lot though, to be honest. Say tomorrow morning I'm hoping we can literally run one full load of manure. I think we'll easily finish that. That'll be one full load, and we'll begin to work out how many days it's going to take a full load to the biogas to see how much we get from 40,000. It will be interesting to see. It's lovely to see the trees sort of beginning to fade though. First day of winter tomorrow morning. Whoa. That was a little strange, bearing in mind it's like the growth cycles, isn't it? The snow has caught up with where it was, because it's funny because it rained afterwards. We shall see later because there's more rain. It does look beautiful though. Look at the castle on the hill with all that snow on it. Absolutely phenomenal. Brilliant. do not blame you guys for wanting to fast forward through this. I would as well. It's just I really am just trying to test the theory. It is a theory, and I'm not. It doesn't look. It's just that on Greenwich Valley, when I kept speeding 2000, I got through an entire spring due to fast forwarding, and I had no cuts. Now that's, I've never ever had that in any Let's Plays. This as well at the beginning seemed to be a bit stunted when I was speeding through at 2000, waiting for growths. So I don't know whether it is just a seasons thing or whether it is just me being impatient, but I thought if we test this for the best part of the season, we shall see. So I understand totally if you want to fast forwards to tomorrow morning or whatever, because it's definitely going to be 5 or 10 minutes real time for that to get to 8 o'clock tonight. Snow should disappear soon. Yay! Absolutely amazing. Now then, does the rain actually wash your vehicles, is the question I'm going to ask. Does it? I shall see. How are we doing? We shall keep it on once a day, I'm sure that is. We're not losing any productivity, are we? 86%, which is about on par with the... We'll go on then, we'll clean twice a day. I don't want any health losses. We've certainly got enough food and everything. It's only weird things with having wagons when the cows start to climb on them. Makes it look a little bit odd. Wow. Starts to drop the first few bits almost instantly. Should begin to fade soon. Look at that lovely glow and the lovely golds. Just begin to see the trees losing all the leaves though. Not much longer and the trees will be totally denuded of all leaves. The light fade. Sun's over there somewhere, going over the horizon. That looked beautiful. Look at the clouds. Wow. What we're going to do is I'm going to leave it on I'm going to stick it on 60. 120 is a little bit too vicious for getting the jobs done. Oh, actually, no, let's have a look. Yeah, it's 36,000. We won't. We'll stick that down on speed 5. We'll get our first load of manure taken once we've fed the animals. It's not quite 40,000, but it's near. That. that's better. Let's fill that. This will be the first bit of actual profit from this. Obviously the bag got to pay out tonight, but also the slurry yard, to see what we'll actually get from one load of this. It'll be quite interesting to see. Stick this over here. We don't want that in the way of that this time. Let's leave it just over here a little. If I remember rightly, I can't remember how good the Sammy is at doing this. Whether it's, I know the Veen use is, it's sort of bad in a way because we've got the, no, we can use the truck to take this. I think I can't remember if the truck can actually do this. The Veen use is ever so heavy. It really is a very heavy trailer. Not sure if the Sammy can. I can't remember. I don't have a feeling the truck doesn't take this. I think it's the wrong kind of hitch. We shall see. I think the Sammy rip itself to pieces trying to tow this with 40 odd tons of manure as well. I'm almost sure it's, wow, that looks more than 36,000. Wow, it is more than, oh, right, okay then. Leave that there then. Take an awful lot to fill it and go beyond that. Yeah, that's tough. I'm struggling with that. There's a bit of a lip there as well. Right, let's leave that. Let's see. I say I have a feeling the truck does not hitch up to this. It's only a feeling. I might be wrong. Because it would be the ideal candidate, because it's definitely got the power to take that. I'm almost sure, my guts tells me that I've tried this many times before and it's wrong. I think it's a tractor. I love the extended animal screen. Fantastic mod. Oh, okay. Smashing. I take that back. I am totally wrong. Oh, I couldn't have put the Sammy in a winner space, could I, if I'd have tried? Right. Oh, excellent. That's good news. Because this is the obvious candidate, both for speed and how fast it can actually do this job. Which is the same as speed. Yeah, that was not my finest moment, was it? Brilliant. Wow, this is mucky. In answer to my question, the rain didn't clean the truck. No. Right, so then let's see. We'll see tonight. What? One full 40,000. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What on earth? Right, I need to change my view. What happened there? It like floated. Maybe it's because of the mass of the truck itself going too fast, span out. I wouldn't be surprised then when you think it's carrying 40 tons, and I believe I can't remember how heavy the Veen Hughes is, but I know it's a very, very heavy trailer. It is a very traditional, heavy, sturdy trailer, so it's probably dragging something like 70 or 67, 70 tons of. So yeah, I suppose you could see why. Nah, this is not something. I'm not sure whether this will whether we do need to actually tip this, or on Greenwich Valley you could actually tip it, but there were lines. We shall see on this whether you can or you can't, or whether we need to dump it and then bucket it in. We shall see. Aha! And the answer to that question is, that's exactly what we've got to do. So, yeah, it is bucket as well, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's annoying. So the Argotron then is the one that needs to come with this. At least we know for future reference. There's always a learning curve on any map. Right. Let's get this bit of work done. Trees are totally lost all the leaves now. Right, let's stick that there then. Now then, will we need that weight? Yeah, we will, won't we? Because we're going to be literally scooping humongous grate as much as we can, and we know with that weight on we can actually get away with filthy. I have to literally see if I can. Now, if I remember rightly, last time I tried this I actually dumped it at the back. I need to go down a little. Sure. Oh no, for once I've actually judged it right. Ah, I'm overfilling. Okay, I have to get that. Nothing I can do for now because I definitely do need it. Oops. Yeah, as soon as we can though, I will. When I've got 8,000 spare, I am going to literally invest in the I don't know what to do though. It's going to be funny because we do need a bucket. I think we'll invest in a smaller bucket for here for cleaning up, and that bucket will go to the wheel loader, which will be the Volvo, and we'll keep the Volvo. I don't know actually what to do thinking about this. Actually, the Volvo might be ideal for being kept at the biogas, or we buy two. Not sure. But we could keep this obviously in the yard for doing lots. Actually, I don't know whether that's going to be a waste. It's just the wobbly bit on the bucket that I don't like. It's really peculiar. I know it doesn't affect the workings of it, but it just looks a bit makeshift, not proper. Could just try to grab a. It's all additional cost. That's why I was thinking of the Volvo. It's 8,000 and it is an absolutely fantastic mod. But thinking about it, I don't think the Volvo can cope with with that weight on the back. This can cope with the weight of the tractor as well. This can actually cope with a full 8,000. So let's just dump that. And now let's think about the best possible place. Oh, it's not going to be bad. We're going to have to do this by trial and error. I'll probably make a horrific mistake this first time. Ah, now are you going to like that? Can't remember whether you do. You don't. Okay, lovely jubbly. Hopefully we will at some point. Oh, you're going to say this is not supported here. I'm not trying to dump it into the. Oh no, you're going to let me. Good. Ah, I know what I'm going to do. This is something I wanted to test a while back. Yes, I'm being silly. something I've always wanted to try, what other people have done a long time, and what one of Alien Jim's washout has got a ramp that leads into this. I'm being silly, we need to do the same here. It's going to make bailing awkward though, so let's just think of position of this. I'm not sure if I've got one of those ramps that's no, I'm not sure. I think it is still under miscellaneous. I think I've got one that pops up, which would be ideal. I can't remember if I've still got these installed. It's something I've always wanted to tinker with and don't think I ever have, and I'm not sure whether I've, as you do sometimes, think, oh, I'll never use this, and then uninstall it. I'm sure I've got one. I did have 4 or 5 of them. It's not under sheds, is it? Is it under decoration? It's not going to be under sheds. Oh, the Eurotunnels, Gordon Bennett, there's so many of them. Fantastic bit. No, I didn't think so, to be honest. No. Decoration? Could be. Ah, not the bridges, so that it looks quite... That's Alien AJ Tech one. Could be under this one then. Come on, where are you? Ramp. No. I do apologise for dragging you through all this. I could have sworn it was... It may be that I have shifted them out, and it might be something I need to do next time. That's definitely not in that. It's not in refuel stations. No. Definitely not silos. No. Right, no. I'm going to have to try and reinstall it, to be honest, definitely, because this would be ideal, but for now, let's do this the old-fashioned way. We know we can actually do this in 8-ton loads with the Reshki. It's amazing. That's not going to take too long for 40 tons. That's 5 scoops. So, but yeah, thinking about this, I would like to get this. If this is something we're going to have to do often, we want to get this fine-tuned. Oops, flying. Yeah, wow, that only just... Whoa. We did that before and it never struggled with it at all. How come it is now? Really? We carried 8 tons of silage, and surely 8 tons is 8 tons. Surely. Wow. Maybe, yeah. Yes, well, I don't seem to be able to get that down. Let's try to recover from that. Whoa. Hello. Come on, drop down. Wow, it's not letting me. Yeah. Oh, right, you won't let me do it now. Hang on, am I making this more difficult than I need to be? Is it that I don't need to be hovering right over it? Because that seemed to be... Let's try that again. Let's just try this. Worst case scenario, we just have to re-scoop it up. If it is that you can't do it straight in front of it, let's just try actually dumping it on the lip. Yeah, it's happy with that. Brilliant. That's a lot easier. Right, I can live with that. For now, I am still going to try to go for the ramp job. We need to get this as fine-tuned as possible, to be honest. Yeah, that's handling that nicely. Tiny little touch. Lovely. Let's get that last little bit, waste not, want not. It was not too painful, not once we learnt the secrets of the BGA. Right, okay. Then what we need to be doing then is sticking that weight on the front 3-point link so we can yes, I did think you would be a little bit ungainly, truthfully. Let's just try and cover, come on. Oh no, it's still I'm okay. Right. Yeah. I know what I'm doing as soon as I finish this recording session. When we get back, this is, I think, a mega long one. I forgot to put my timer back on, and I have a sneaky feeling this is going to be probably an hour-long recording session at the very least. So I'm going to stick this equipment back, and I'm going to literally... No, actually, if it is a long one, we're going to need to split it anyway to the end of the day. So let's sit by. We'll wait till dinner time. We'll go grab the digestate. Let's take it to the slurry yard. Settle down. Right. Drop that there. Still, wow, still got quite a bit. Right, we need to drop the weight. that ready for action. I bet it needs a bit of a clean up already. Yeah, it does a little. That's brilliant, that's cleaned that up as well. My spillage, oh no, there's a little bit that I don't think I'll be able to get. Right, let's have a look. Straw. Let's grab the Sammy. Sort that. Everything else is good. Let's do a little tiny top up of the water if it lets us, so it's not a lot. Yeah, it will. Right, smashing. So let's grab the liquid tanker from H2 Studios, run that over to the biogas plant, bring that over here, at least do what we can do, and then we'll end this session literally with the biogas payment at 12 o'clock tonight, just to see what a trial run of a full. And I know when I finish this I should be looking for ramps, and we shall hopefully fit that next time. All these times I've had it and removed them. At one time I remember I did try this on another. It was a sneaker way of trying to get into a field. I did 2 ramps, 1 ramp on one side, 1 ramp on the other. It didn't work, it was very messy, and I think I probably shifted them out then. But every now and again I think we all have a bit of a clean up of our mods, the mods that we don't use very often. It's typical. The one time you would use the mod that you've shifted is it's gone when you need it. I would imagine that we are well. Stick that on 30. Now, if I remember rightly, we've tested this before. It's 16. Not on this Let's Play. I've tested this for a full 40 tons of manure. You get 16,000 digestate, unless, of course, I don't think hard does anything other than money. So, truthfully speaking, yeah, that's exactly the same. That's good. So 16,000 is, we're now dependent totally on, obviously one thing we can't check is whether we're on good or bad payouts at the slurry yard. We'll just have to trust to blind luck. Sometimes we'll hit high, sometimes we'll hit low, but that is out of our control. In fact, let's stick that on 120 still, thinking about it, because we've got to get to 12 o'clock, although we shall sleep till 12 and see what it does, so we need to get to 8 o'clock. I'm interested to see what we get on the hard economy with doing this. Obviously we know that the payout from manure is better at the biogas, like 3 times better than silage, so that's one thing we do know is should be a better payout, 3 times the amount. Obviously then also we've only put 40 tons versus what we would normally put if we were going to go with silage. Right, let's see. Times 5 to 7. It's not looking bad. $16, $15, $14, $13. I love Crutchworks inspector. Absolutely one of my definite. Oh, 44,444. So yeah, no, actually that wasn't a bad payout. Thinking about it, should be till 7 o'clock. What's your speed? 20,000. Wow. And that is where we are going to leave it. I will, on the next recording session, I will look after the animals, but 66,000, so we could technically, after that one thing, get straight out of debt and have 6,000 left. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm not going to rush to do that, but that is nice to see that. Well, let's have a look as well. Let's see how much. See, look, 22,000 as well. So it looks like every 2 days you're going to have enough manure to run one set, which is going to bring in 20 grand every other day, which is more than going to pay for food. And then also we got 12,000, so that's 32,000 every second day, which is not bad, not when you consider how much. And obviously that's going to grow. It's definitely going to get better. I mean, to be honest, what I'm tempted to do straight away with that and still have the loan. In fact, yeah, no, let's not talk about it. Let's do it, because I'm going to forget. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the animals, and then literally I'm going to say bye. I'm not just taking any more of a loan out, but I would like to get these up to what I really wanted in the first place. 1978, so we want... That is what I wanted. Right, brilliant. So that's exactly where I wanted them to be. We've still got 40 grand, so we can. It's not going to take us forever to get out of debt. Let's clean this up. Lifted that answer. Let's get the water going. I love the sound of the snow. I love the snow sound effects, the crunch, 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 because it is so like it, to be honest. Really is. Let's go and top the straw. Mind you, no, we don't want to top the straw up, I remember. I want to use that to get the grass and the hay topped up as well, so we're going to literally exhaust that. And then we can... Oh wow, whoa, slippery doony. Now then, I must remember I actually have got the milling machine, which aka its original purpose, the snowblower. So we must not struggle, because that would be silly. Let's have a look. That's cleanliness is going to pop up. Water's still going. Grass and hay, straws on. Yeah, it's going to be lovely. Yeah, of course there are more as well now. Right, let's go fill that. Might be going a little bit slippy, which is a good reason why that's not too far away. I usually have it closer than that. Well, I would have had it closer this time, but obviously it wouldn't let me. Oh no, I don't want seeds. Oh really? Oh, lovely. 5,624. Really? Oh well. What's done is done. Front left. So Where can we tip a ton of seeds that's not going to get too much in our way? I'd say just here where these trees are, where that mower is, not too far off that, because we are we going to chop the trees? We can actually use the milling machine for this. Oh, it's just not our land. Okay then that was a bad idea. Hope we are not. Do you know, sometimes tip that there, it's not going to really hurt. Oh, really? Right, okay. It's going to be fun. Oh. Is it because it's on snow? Or is it you just can't? I've dumped seeds before on. Okay. Back left. This is going to be an interesting one. Let's have a look what tiny silos we've got. We've got one by Missy B that's a fantastic one. Oh dear, I really didn't want to be doing this at this point in time. Compact storage, love that. That would do it, but I really have not got anywhere I want to be sticking something like that, to be honest. This is not that kind of... I know what we can do. It's beyond now, but I know what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to put the... oh, but how do we get them out? Mess. Suppose. Oh, that's £5,000. I can't just reset the trailer to get rid of the contents. That's just 5,000 down the Swanee. There's got to be another way for me to do this. Right, I'm going to think about this. But right for now, this disaster is a disaster for another day. So thank you very much for watching this train wreck as it's ended up. I hope you're going to continue to watch this train wreck. Oh well, it's not Albany train wreck. It's not that bad. It's just these things are sent to try us. I shall seriously think about how we can overcome this, because I know what I can put them into. It's just I don't know how to get them from that, being as I can't dump it, whether that's because there's snow on the ground. It could be that, and I can't test that until the snow stops snowing and I clean an area. So we shall see. It probably is that, thinking about snow, it does affect an awful lot of things. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now.